Good morning, guys, and welcome to the Icon Tour elk species, I guess you can call it. And Brody and Bennett have some bull tags, and today is opening day and we are heading out. Visibility's not that great, it's only about 100 yards, but we're hoping they'll still be bugling, and we can get back in one of these drainages and see if we can get a bull to answer. It's pretty exciting. We're shooting Sig's new 300 Win Mag, the Cross, and been looking forward to this hunt for a long time. So, like I said, this is opening day, and we are elk hunting. How's it been so far?
Foggy and dark.
Any bugles?
No.
Just under 10 miles and we're back to the truck, and as you can tell, still foggy. Brutal day of no visibility, no elk talking. But was it fun?
It was alright.
Alright? Was it fun?
It was okay.
Was it fun?
The last part wasn't.
Last part got a little long. So we're gonna drive, check out some new area on the way back.
Are we hiking again?
Probably another 10 miles.
Frick, no.
So, check some areas out on the way out. Good morning. It's our first full day in here. We got up here just about shooting light right now. We let off some bugles on the way in, trying to get something to respond. I couldn't get anything to respond, but now we're gonna jump on the four-wheeler, cruise back in here a ways, just stop and glass, and then we've got a spot we'll probably hike down into if we don't see anything. But yeah, hopeful morning, beautiful morning, and hopefully we'll be able to find something today. We didn't get a response to the bugles. We bugled into some just absolute hellholes, and nothing responded. So we're getting ready to go and see what the day holds. Where's he at from the cows? Couple balls. We just pulled up to our first spot we were going to glass, and just got over the edge, and a bull bugled down below us. And they ended up coming out about 560 yards. There's a bunch of cows down below us. There was a bigger bull in the trees. The boys got a good look at him, and there was a couple other raghorns. And we were just kind of sitting watching, and then all of a sudden the wind swirled, and they took off down in the bottom of the draw, and we saw them come up the other hillside. So we'll probably go around and see if we can get down on their level from the other side and come back into them. But finally, first place, literally walked over here and glassed, and he bugled, and I had the Phoneskope hooked up to my Zulu 6 binoculars and got some video of them. And I think when they were going away, you could see the two raghorns. You couldn't see the bigger bull. Then I saw him come out the bottom. He's a pretty good bull. So it's awesome. He was bugling on his own. He bugled twice. So we're going to kind of make a loop around him, see if we can come back in on top of him or relocate him. There's a pretty good herd, so that's exciting. You never know how fast things can happen. Like I said, if they would have been a couple 100 yards closer, man, we could have been done. But onward and upward. What are you doing, Bennett?
I'm trying to shoot a grouse, but my pistol, CO2 pistol they have, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's in there somewhere.
No, it's not. There's no CO2 in there.
I might have left it in mine.
Okay, so Brody's gonna try to hit it with a rock then. Not even close. So our elk hunt turned into a grouse hunt. We're making our way to get above these elk, where we hope we can get above them. The wind's finally switched coming up the hill, and there's a grouse up here like 4 yards away. Brody's throwing rocks at its missed. Bennett's pistol was out of CO2, but he found another CO2, so
It's like 2 yards away.
hopefully we'll be eating grouse.
Okay, what the? There's no way I'm missing.
You're missing. You're like hitting way high.
Hey, right on the spot. Brody, stop.
You can try. You've tried. Go, bro. Oh, that was close. The grouse finally flew away, so we can go back to our elk hunt. Brody's throwing rocks. Bennett's trying to get his pistol to work. It's what it's like hunting with teenage boys. We've been glassing, cow calling, sleeping on this little point for the last hour and 15 minutes. Couldn't get anything to respond or spot anything. We're gonna make a loop back around, head back up to the four-wheeler, and then go check out another area more on the north-facing slope, where if they're gonna be in there bedded, we might be able to get in, get close to them and get one riled up. But yeah. Started off as a really exciting morning, and then kind of went downhill from there. It is now 3:33. and we are going to drop into this canyon. We're quite a few miles away from where we stopped and had lunch, and we're going to drop down into this canyon. The thermals are coming up the hill, so we're hoping we can get down there while the thermals are coming up, and then when they switch, we'll make a loop and make our way back up, and hopefully get a bull to start bugling. Afternoon, pretty slow, but I think this evening, if we can get in on them, if we can get to a spot where elk are, I think they'll be talking. So, you guys ready?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
We were just making our way down to this little meadow we wanted to look at. We just got to the edge and I looked up and I saw a wolf going in the trees, and then it came back out, and it stopped for about 150 yards or so. It stopped, pulled up the rifle. Right as soon as I was going to shoot it, took off, so I took a shot while it was leaving. Looks like I missed it. But big, like brownish gray.
It's like
brown.
It's like a big German Shepherd.
Yeah, it was a pretty big wolf. First time I've ever shot at a wolf and I missed it. It wasn't an easy shot. It was me just moving, having bits and pieces of it, but man. The crappy thing is this is an absolute beautiful meadow. There's elk tracks, there's wallows, but there's a wolf. And then I just shot at it too, so I don't know what to do now. Crazy. That was crazy. So we had broke the trees right here, and that wolf was just out on the other side of that meadow. You can kind of see back there, kind of more towards the middle of it. That sucks. It sucks missing. It sucks there's a wolf in here. And it sucks that it's not the greatest sign for elk. And now our wind's blowing that way, so it's like, oh, dang it. I don't know what to do. It's about 5 o'clock. We've dropped in here about 1 3/4 miles. So, yeah, that wolf was just right out in that meadow. Well, I think we found out why the wolf was down here. Not super old, but dang it. It would have been nice to take that one out. Just killing him. No luck in here tonight. We're going to start making our way back up out of here and make a game plan for tomorrow. We might go somewhere totally different tomorrow, different direction. Maybe go check out some new country. So, not a bad day. So, elk right off the bat. The wolf was exciting. And yeah, it's going to be a matter of getting in the right place at the right time. But we'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is our second full day in here. And we are almost about as far away as you could be from yesterday. And came to check out a new spot, never been here before. And it took us a lot longer to get in here on the four-wheeler. I think we've been driving for like 2.5 hours on the four-wheeler. We started before the sun came up. And we finally got here. The trail was just rocky and nasty. And yeah, took us a lot longer. Beautiful country though. Don't know what we're going to get into. We're going to hike off down this ridge and see if we can spot something or get something talking. And yeah, like I said, it's kind of fun exploring new country. And yeah, don't know how I feel. I don't know how high hopes I have or low hope or what. What about you guys?
High hopes.
High hopes?
Huh?
High hopes?
Sure.
Sure. So, we're going to get ready to go and go see what we can find. What are we looking at?
way too far to go after.
Way too far.
Way too far.
We sat down in glass and I spotted a couple cows and now stopped at this bull. It's a nice bull, but like where he's at, it's, oh, I honestly don't think we could get to it. Like there's nothing, absolutely nothing within miles, and it's just nasty, nasty country. Getting some good Phoneskope footage of it right now. I can't tell exactly how big it is, but it's a solid, mature bull. So, unfortunately right now, we just gotta watch it. And hope something comes closer to us, or we have to go change vantage points and spot something closer for us. Because like Bennett said, this one's a long, long ways away. We just got back to the truck and we are going to verify some dope real quick. Just to shoot again, let the boys shoot out in these conditions. And Bennett's getting lined up on a rock up here about 450 yards. We put the Phoneskope on it and see how he does.
Not yet. Video.
Easy squeeze. Smoked it. Good shot. Bennett just shot at 450 and absolutely crushed the rocks. That's good. Now we're going to get Brody set up on a different rock, hopefully a little farther, and see what it does out there. But yeah, Bennett's first shot was awesome. Just to the left a touch. We found a rock to shoot at, for Brody to shoot at 500, and I should have had him hold right edge because there's a little bit of breeze going up. I was gonna tell him, and I didn't. He held dead on and hit just left edge, so still would have been, I mean, right in there. But guns died. Now we just need to go find an elk. You guys ready?
Yeah. This is way too big of a.
We've got reinforcements today. We've got Cooper and Bob, and we've spent the morning driving and glassing and bugling into some of these big drainages with no luck yet. So we're gonna hike out this one ridge and glass off both sides and see if we can get a bull to respond. But it's been really quiet. Not a lot of talking from the elk, which makes things a lot more difficult. So we're gonna hopefully get down here in the mix of it, get a bull to get riled up, and get one of the boys a bull. So their standards are dropping every day. We've been seeing elk every day, but we don't have a lot more time, and they gotta get back to school here pretty quick. So beautiful country, and it's been fun glassing and bugling. We just need them to respond. Another slow morning so far. We've set up a couple times, called, and hoped maybe a bull would come in silent. But nothing so far. Can't figure out why they're not talking. But we're just gonna keep cruising, stopping every once in a while, and see if we can get close to one of these and get it riled up.
Those little bugs.
Reach in and grab it.
Oh, what are those little bugs?
Oh, little beetles.
It's like a half dog.
Pretty cool little spring. All the way up here. We're set up over this huge drainage. There's a little bench below us about 300 yards. We're cow calling, trying to get something to work out of the trees. Ben has spotted a big black bear way across. And it's about 6 o'clock. And we're just trying to glass something and call and see if we can get something to happen. It's been super quiet today. But absolutely beautiful drainage. There's got to be elk in it, but man, getting him out might be a different story. It might be really tough. Finally found some elk. Problem is it's 2 cows about 1.5 miles away. Getting some Phoneskope footage of them right now, but at least we saw some elk. We didn't get totally skunked. But that's crazy how far away they are. And just 2 cows all by themselves. Well, you guys, pretty disheartening. We glassed miles and miles. 2 cows and a black bear. Didn't hear a bugle. Nothing. We've got to start making our way up out of here, and then we've got a long ways back to the 4-wheeler, and then a long ways back to the truck, and then, yeah, so, disheartening day for sure. These bulls should be screaming, and so far, it's been quiet, and, man, tough day, but you never know. Tomorrow could be a whole lot better. It's our final day for this week, and we've got to get the kids back to school, and then we'll come back out if we don't get something today. We've been hiking since well before sunrise and got into this beautiful basin. Nothing so far. There's a wallow down below us, but nothing is talking. So we're gonna cruise up, get on the ridge, go look into the next basin, and see if we can find something. Beautiful day. This basin's absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, gotta keep moving until we can find them. Well, you guys, we are headed back to the truck. Saw a couple doe mule deer, glassed a ton of country, called some good country, got set up a couple times. Could smell elk where they had been, and nothing. Got hot. Sat over a wallow for a little bit, but it wasn't quite hot enough for that. And now making our way back to the truck, and we might head home. Bennett's not feeling the greatest. Brody said he's not feeling the greatest. So, might just head home a little early. We can come back and hunt 3 days the end of this week. So, yeah, pretty disheartening. We covered a ton of country, hiking, four-wheeler pickup, I mean all over. And we got into some elk. But yeah, it's not a lot of elk talking. Couldn't spot them. Like I said last night, we can glass some tons of country and nothing. So, I don't know. We'll see. Actually, we got some more days at the end of this week. It's supposed to cool down a little bit. And let the boys skip some school. But right now, there's going to be an end on this trip. Boys did great. Like I said, we've been 14-hour days. And I think it's finally catching up to them. So, we are out of here. We'll see them the next time. Good morning. It is getting down to the last couple days for the boys to try to shoot a bull. And a little different tactic this morning. We're in the truck. We're cruising on these roads that you can glass a lot of country. The very first spot we just came up to, there was 8 cows below us at 400 yards. No bull. But that's exciting. We're already seeing elk. So we're going to keep cruising and glassing, just kind of cover some country. It's hard to commit to going to a place if there's no elk in there, so we're just going to keep going until we find some elk and then commit. And this country is pretty nasty to where it's like you don't want to just commit to something that's not there. So we're going to cruise and go find some more elk. These ones, like I said, 400 yards right down below us, there's 8 cows. What are you looking at, Bennett? What are you looking at?
A cow.
Cow?
Yeah.
There's a lone cow way over here. And we're got the Phoneskope set up, just trying to see if we can find something else. There's got to be some more around it. If it'd be a lone bull, it would be a lot better. But I've seen those 8 cows off the bat, and we've seen 3 does, and this 1 cow over here. So lots of country to glass. Just got to find something with antlers. You guys, we've changed tactics. We are about as far away as possible as we could be from where we were this morning. And we're dropping into the timber. We've got about 2.5 hours. Tomorrow's our last day the boys can hunt. So we are trying to get in the middle of them. See if we can get a bull to answer. And kind of almost treat it like archery hunting in the thick stuff. So, I don't know, got a good feeling about tonight, so just get in here and hopefully get something to start talking. That's what we need. We've been sitting down in this saddle for like an hour, calling and trying to get something to answer, and saw 1 doe deer. And it's going to be about 6:30, about an hour before dark. We're going to start slowly hiking our way out of here and see if we can get something on the way back. It's tough. We've dropped in here to be like archery, and if they're not talking, it makes it really tough. It's so thick in here. So we're going to start cruising our way back, and then we've got a long 4-wheeler ride out of here. Good morning, and welcome to the final day for the boys. We've been hiking since well before sunup up this old road that's all blocked off, and people are driving around on Rangers and stuff everywhere, so we decided to try to get away from people as much as possible today for the last day. And sprinkling a little bit, cooling down, overcast, so hopefully these animals will be up on their feet longer. And we're just gonna slowly make our way back in here and just go slow and glass and call and see if we can get something to answer or maybe find a buck. So yeah, last day. I've been telling the boys that last day can be just as good as the first day, but I think they're a little tired. They a little tired? It's a little tough getting up. It's tough to keep going when it's been so brutal. So, man, but you never know. You gotta keep trying. I was even having a hard time getting up this morning, but now that we're out hiking, I feel good. But fingers crossed for us, guys. We need to, all the elk that we've seen or sign we've seen, they've just been moving. They've been moving through country. We haven't found a spot where they're actually just staying. So it's going to be a matter of being at the right place at the right time and catch them while they're coming through. So, last day. We are heading out of here. Sat in glass and got warm by the fire for a long time and didn't see anything. Called, couldn't hear anything. So we're in about 2.5 miles. We're gonna make a loop back and start heading back that direction and make a game plan for tonight. You guys, this is our last ditch effort. The last evening the boys can hunt. We're getting the 4-wheeler loaded up. We're gonna head back up to this base and way back in here on the 4-wheeler and then probably get off and hike and look at some of these openings. And we're gonna be hunting in a little thicker country because we gotta be close enough to shoot them tonight. There's no more spotting them for the next day. So we're getting things, packs loaded up, 4-wheeler loaded up, and we're gonna head up and see if we can get some of that last evening, last ditch effort magic. Well, you guys, that is a wrap. Glass is still dark, didn't see anything, and yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes, unfortunately. But, did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most part? What happened back there, though?
Oh, someone was loading up the 4-wheeler and went too heavy on the throttle.
To my defense, I've got that deck system, and I've loaded it up many times, and last night it didn't want to load properly. And then it did, and yeah, broke out my back window. Pretty cool. So, man, we've got a lot more hunts for you guys. Hopefully they turn out a little better than this one. But we had a good time, learned a lot of new country, there's places where elk should have been and they just weren't. Wolves, I think, are pushing them around every track, everything we saw, they were on the move. I never found one spot where I thought they were there, like living there. And yeah, it's the way it goes sometimes. But we're gonna keep our heads held high and hope for a better rest of the season.